Hey guys, I'm here with Nipun Mehta of Charity Focus, and we are going to talk to him a little bit about what makes him tick and who he is. Nipun was a regular Bay Area dude, just chilling out, working in the high-tech world, making a nice pile of cash. This was maybe I don't know how long ago, like 8 years ago. Yeah. And something changed, something happened. Let's figure out what it is. Let's find out what it's all about. So, you're getting an award today, Nipun, so what is that about?
Well, that's something I'm trying to find out too. I think it's sort of a thank you for what you're doing award, and it's great. It feels nice to be surrounded by family and friends and people who really wish well.
Cool. So you are the founder, along with your brother Viral Mehta, of charityfocus.org. So tell us a little bit about what that is. I know you also have helpothers.org, and so what is this all about?
Well, we're trying to, if you want to put it in a soundbite, what we're trying to do is leverage the internet to try to promote values that connect us at the level of the internet, I-N-N-E-R-N-E-T. And so that's really what we're trying to do, is leverage technology in interesting, cool ways, but for social benefit.
That's awesome. So if I wanted to volunteer for your organization, what could I do, or what do you need people to do right now?
Well, I mean, the first foremost thing is you got to really practice being the change in your own ways. It doesn't have to be with our organization. It could be with your own community. It could be holding a door open for somebody whom for some hallway that you're in, or it could be picking up some trash. It could be anything. So really the process is about being the change. It's not about volunteering for Charity Focus. It's not about joining or being a member or donating. It's really about focusing on being the change. And as you start doing that, you realize that it's valuable to connect with other people who share the similar journey. And so that's really the purpose of Charity Focus, this camaraderie of people trying to do their own sort of cultivation of being the change they wish to see in the world, as Gandhi would say. So.
That sounds really cool, because a lot of people just do charity work as something they do on their to-do list. It's something they just do because they have to do it. What I'm hearing you say is that do it because you feel a passion, you have some inertia, something that you believe in, something that you want to do. It could be small. It doesn't have to be huge.
Yeah. Howard Thurman had a really great quote. He says, "Don't ask so much what the world needs. Go out and do what makes you come alive, because what the world needs most are people who have come alive." And so it's about finding what makes you come alive, what sense chills up your spine. It's about really resonating with a deeper part of yourself that's beyond stuff that you can buy at the mall or even find at the mall. It's about looking within and manifesting that goodness outside. So that's really the process, and it helps to have a whole posse of people that care to do the same thing, and you do it in creative ways, new ways. It doesn't just have to be stuffing envelopes at a food bank, or doing all kinds of random things that may not inspire deeper creativity. Go out and do what makes you, makes you blossom. I mean, if you've always wanted to make a video, go out and make a video for a nonprofit. It doesn't have to be just small menial tasks. It could be very wonderful creative things that make you come alive. So.
Cool. So I have a question for you. I know of a Swami, or like an ashram in Virginia, and what they do is they collect money that's donated, and the dude has like a Rolls Royce and a Rolex and all this stuff. So he's saying he's doing charity work and helping people, but so what's going on with that? What do you have to say about that?
I don't have a Rolls Royce. That's all I got to say about that. I mean, yeah, everyone has to find their own balance, and I think as you find that balance in your own life, over time you realize that balance shifts. So the middle path, like the Buddha talked about the middle path. The middle path depends on the two extremes, right? And so over time your two extremes change and the middle path changes. And so you have to constantly keep growing. So no, Rolls-Royce doesn't fall in my middle path of service. I live very humbly and have a Toyota, that my wife and I share, and it's a Prius.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't accept money in your organization. You accept just enough for it to run, but you don't accept any money to pay yourself or anything like that?
We're all volunteer run, and if there are some people who will say, my expression of being the change is to support other people because I don't have time to do other things, or I don't have, I'm not inspired to work in that way, but I can write a small check. And so if they want to do that, then they can. But we don't encourage that, and we never solicit anything. So we say, go out and really do what makes you come alive. Go on that journey. That's the most important thing. Knock on the door, and you'll find what you need to find. So that's really the message.
Well, one last question. So you were a regular IT guy, not a regular, but you were doing what a lot of our viewers are doing right now, working in an IT company or something like that in the Bay Area, just doing your regular 9-to-5 thing, making some nice money, you know what I'm saying? And you had the goods, you had the things. Now, what changed? Why are you now doing this? And by the way, Nipun is known worldwide for this organization and the work he does. So what happened?
What happened and can you reframe the question?
So like, what initiated this process of changing yourself and being an inspiration for us all? Like, and doing this work of service and selfless giving and gift economy type of work.
What got me from a me-centered world to a we-centered world was really some inner work, I would say, and honest reflection. I realized that if I was me-centered, life wasn't all that satisfying. And so it was really as simple as, what makes you happy? And you're sold into this dream that having more stuff will make you happy. You're sold into this dream that having the latest toys and having the latest gadgets and looking this way and acting this way and having these kinds of friends and knowing these kinds of people is going to make you happy, but it actually doesn't, and at least in my experience it showed that it didn't. What made me happy was genuinely caring for somebody that I may not have even had a personal relationship with. And so I started doing that, and I said, well, if I'm deluded, maybe I'll stop, I'll run out of steam. But what happened is I just picked up more and more steam, and as I did that, it energized those around me, and their energy energized me even more, and it became this very autocatalytic process of just stepping it up, continually. So it's a wonderful thing.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and I think that just your words connect to many of our viewers because we are in more of a me-centered world. It's just all around us. It's hard to get away from. I mean, I can speak for myself. It's hard to move away from. I try, but it's difficult. And so you're a guiding light and inspiration to us all. And congratulations on your award. And thank you for joining us on DESIUSA TV.
That's awesome. Thank you. Can I get a hug?
Yeah, of course.
There you go. There's your act of kindness.
Thank you very much. Yes. Okay. Great.
Awesome.